Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we discussed about the thermodynamic system which changes from initial state to the final state, and we also discussed the amount of work done during the change of the thermodynamic state. And we conclude that the initial state and final state are the important for the determination of the work done, but it is also important that the thermodynamic process is taking place through which path. The work done is depend upon the different parts obeyed by the thermodynamic process when it changes from one state to the another state. Now, in this case, in this lecture, we discuss about the change in the thermodynamic process by adding some heat during the thermodynamic process, and this amount of heat transferred to the surrounding or to the system can be studied by using these two diagrams. We are discussing the first case and the second case. The diagrams of this first and second case are shown here. Okay, now to study the heat adding during the thermodynamic process, we know that when the thermodynamic process change from state 1 to state 2, its pressure, volume and temperature get changes, and as this state changes, the initial state or the gas is converted from state 1 to the state 2. Now, when we are going to discuss the heat adding during the thermodynamic process. This is the first diagram by which we can explain the heat during the thermodynamic process. This is the diagram in which a cylinder is given and a gas, ideal gas, is filled inside the cylinder, and a moving frictionless massless piston is attached to the cylinder. We have to change the state of the thermodynamic process from state 1 to state 2. Now, suppose the initial volume of this gas is Vi and the final volume of the gas is Vf. We have to carry the change from Vi to Vf. In this case, we need to carry this process from Vi to Vf at the constant pressure. So this amount of change is the isothermal change, in which the temperature of the gas inside the cylinder remains constant. Now, when in the initial state there is no heat added to the thermodynamic process, and therefore there is no internal energy or the addition of internal energy, as well as no heat is supplied to the system. So this is the stage 1 in which the volume of the gas is equal to Vi. Now, when a heat supplied by using a burner, the internal energy of the system increases or changes, as well as some work must be done by the system, that is by the gas, on the piston, so that the piston is moving in the upward direction. And when the piston is moving in the upward direction, the volume of the gas increases. And we know that the work done during the process is depend upon the change in the volume. So here we can say that as the piston is moving in the upward direction, there must be some work done in this process. Now, as we stated earlier, this change is take place at the constant temperature. So the heat must be supplied in a controlled manner, so that the gas expand very slowly and in the controlled manner. So in the first case, what happened? In the first case, if there is no heat supplied to the cylinder, there is no change in the volume of the gas. It remains constant because there is no work done. But as the burner supplies heat to the cylinder, the internal energy increases and the volume gate changes and some work is done by the system on the piston. So this is the first process in which the state 1 is converted into state 2 at the constant temperature in the controlled manner, and some work is done here. Okay, now we are moving towards the next, in which a cylinder is now covered with the insulating material. The cylinder is now covered with a insulating material so that the heat generated during the expansion of the gas is remain inside the cylinder. It can't pass through the environment due to this insulating material. Now this cylinder is divided into two compartments. It is divided into two compartments, X and Y. Now this compartment X is filled with the same amount of gas at the same temperature as in the first case. In this case, we consider some amount of gas at some temperature, constant temperature. Here, we are also considering that the same amount of gas is filled in the compartment X at the same temperature, and the initial volume is equal to VI. Now, in the compartment Y, there is no gas present, no molecules, no atom, or nothing is present in the compartment Y. We can consider this compartment Y as a vacuum. So there is lot of space available for this gas in the compartment X to be expanded such that the heat remains inside this cylinder. Okay, so what is the volume of this compartment Y? It is VI dash. Now, when some heat is supplied to such container, what happens? The gas expand and the final volume of this gas is equal to Vf, which is nothing but the sum of Vi plus Vi dash. Now, what happens when the heat supplied, this gas expand, and while expanding it is going from this compartment X to the compartment Y, so that the final state of the gas reach Vf, which is equal to Vi plus Vi dash. Now during this process, what happened? We see earlier in this case the piston is moving in the upward direction, so that there must be some work done by the system on the piston. But as we see in this case, there is no piston inside the cylinder, so there is no work done during such type of process. As we stated earlier, this process is controlled slowly at the constant temperature. This process takes place abruptly when this boundary between the compartment X and Y breaks suddenly. The gas inside the compartment X occupy the volume in the compartment Y, so that we can say that Vf is equal to Vi plus Vi dash. So as there is no work done by the gas, in this case on the piston, there is no work done in this case. So in this way we discuss the when heat added to the gas, what happens? The work done in some cases, and in some cases the work is not done. But as we stated earlier, the change in the thermodynamic process is not only depend upon the initial state and final state, but it is also depend upon the intermediate state, that is the path through which the state changes from one to state 2. So in this way we arrive to the conclusion that heat is transferred to the system by by considering the change or the work done by the heat in some cases and by no work done in some cases. So in this way today we discuss about the change in the thermodynamic process by adding heat to the system. In the next lecture we are going to discuss about the classification of thermodynamic processes. Here we are going to stop now. Thank you. Have a good day.